Hi guys, welcome to Grammatics. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Now today we will be continuing the sentence with subject and predicate. A sentence has two parts, the subject and the predicate. Now the subject is who or what the sentence is about and the predicate tells us what the subject is doing. So a sentence has a subject and a predicate. Now the subject can be one word. A subject can be one word. It can be a noun or a pronoun. That one word can be a noun or a pronoun. Now in this sentence, Rohit is the subject. It is one word. Instead of Rohit, you can use the pronoun also he. So subject can be one word and that one word can be a noun or a pronoun. Secondly, a subject can be a phrase containing a noun, an article or a modifier. For example, all the children ran to the class. All the children. Here it is a phrase containing a noun and a modifier. So this is the second model. And third type is a subject can be two or more nouns or a noun phrase or pronouns joined together by conjunctions such as neither, nor, either, or, both, and, not only but also conjoined by these type of conjunctions. For example, both the players and the officials were honored. Both the players and the officials were honored. So both the players and the officials, here and is the joining word. Both the players and the officials were honored. So these are the methods in which the subject can appear in a sentence. So the first one, it can be one word or one pronoun. The second one, it can be a noun phrase with an article and or a modifier. The third one, it can be two or more nouns or pronouns or noun phrases joined together by a conjunction. In a declarative sentence, the subject lies before the verb. So in a declarative sentence, the subject lies before the verb. For example, she worked hard. So this is the subject. In interrogative sentence, you have two types: when there is only one verb and when there are two verbs, one helping verb and one main verb. So whenever there is only one verb, the subject lies after the verb, and when there are two verbs, the subject lies in between the verbs. For example, where is the cat? There is only one verb, the subject lies after the verb. And if we have two verbs, do you play cricket? We have two verbs, do and play. The subject lies in between the two verbs. So this is how interrogative sentence you can spot a subject in the interrogative sentence. If there is one verb, the subject lies after the verb. If there are two verbs, the subject lies in between the verbs. In imperative sentence, you is implied. You is implied because you don't have the open the door. Here you is there, but it's not written. So you open the door, you is the subject. And in the last exclamatory, what a beautiful dress it is. So in exclamatory sentence, what a beautiful dress it is. The subject lies before the verb. The subject lies before the verb. So here it is the subject there, it lies before the verb. So this is how you can spot a subject in different kinds of sentence. So in a declarative, the subject lies before the verb. In interrogative, if there is only one verb, it is just after the verb. And if there are two verbs, it lies in between the verbs. In imperative sentence, you is implied there, you is a subject. And in exclamatory, it lies before the verb. This is how you spot the subject in a sentence. So continuing with it, in the next episode, you can study about the predicates. Thank you and bye.